Is your story holding you back? This video is part 3 of a 6-part series where I go over the steps that I took in order to overcome my fear of video. Step 3 being changing my story. Now, it takes a lot of time, takes a lot of persistence, it takes a lot of effort in order to become good at creating video or learning how to create video. But another factor that could play a big part in whether you can or will create video is the story that you tell yourself. So in this video today, I'm going to talk about how changing your story can affect your fear of video and help you overcome your fear of video. So if we've never met, my name is Stephen Coney of Stephen Knows Marketing, and I help insurance agents find customers online using video. So if you're looking to learn how to find customers using YouTube or Facebook, or if you're just curious on how and where to get started with online video, feel free to like or follow my page and turn into my free content. Tune in to my free content. So the story that we tell ourselves plays a huge part in our lives and ultimately dictates our beliefs and our limitations. So for example, if someone was to constantly remind themselves or tell themselves that they will always be bad at public speaking, then guess what? They will always be a bad public speaker. Another example would be that for me to constantly remind myself, if I was to constantly remind myself that I am an introvert and I don't necessarily like putting myself out there and putting myself up front, that would ultimately limit me by being an introvert. That will keep me from doing the things that I need to do, the things that I want to do, because I'm an introvert. So our minds are very impressionable. And it takes the inputs that it receives and it molds our thoughts. So essentially we become the things that we think about. Another example would be that we all run into those negative individuals in our lives, and we've sat back and thought to ourselves like, damn, why are they so negative? Like, why are they such a troll? Well, they're a troll because the story that they replay in their minds is a negative story. So in turn, they become a negative person. So in order to change our thoughts to better serve us, we have to change our story, change our negatives, change our narrative. So for me, my story for the longest time was of a dyslexic kid who failed the 2nd grade and in middle school was heavily made fun of for being the darkest kid in school. Now, I could have identified and owned that story and let that story dictate and mold who I'd become in the future. But instead, I decided to change the story, rewrite that story, and have it better suit me and have that story help put me in more of a positive mindset. So my story is now that in my youth, I faced a lot of adversities. Some of those adversities made me challenge the way I felt about myself and how I valued myself. But despite those challenges, despite those adversities that I faced, I built a successful career in the military. And in my off time, I go online, help people like you with the challenges of social media. Now, just listen to that second story that I just told compared to the first one, the original story. It's so much more inspiring, so much more empowering. And just talking about it just gives me the confidence, gives me the courage to do something crazy, like make this video for you. So when we decide to empower our accomplishments instead of empowering our adversities and our challenges, we become the superhero of our journey, which will help propel us to take on challenges in the future and also to take on the fear of stepping outside our comfort zone. So to recap this video, changing our story, changing the story that we tell ourselves can ultimately help us overcome the fears that we face and also to overcome all of the challenges that we may face, because we have accomplished more. We've accomplished things that have maybe necessarily could have made us fail, but we pushed through them. So my question of the day, has your story changed, or has your story kept you from creating video? If it has or has not, please type yes or no in the comments below. I would love to see what you guys think and see what you guys have to say. To plug in a little, I always enjoy making these videos for you guys. It's always a pleasure making these videos for you guys. And I wanted to plug one more thing. I hit over 100 likes and follows on my page this past week, and I owe it all to you guys. I couldn't do it without the support from you guys. I always love to read the comments that you leave, the message that you leave. I always appreciate all the support that you've given me, and I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing today if it wasn't from the support of you guys. So from me to you, thank you for your support, and thank you for everything that you've given me. And until next time on my next Facebook Live, I'll see you guys around. Take care. Have a good day.